Okay, so fine. So that we have discussed yesterday regarding the Selenium components. Today, what we will do is we'll install Selenium in our Eclipse. Okay, Java is done. Java is installed. Now we need some jar files, Selenium jar files that should be downloaded and installed in Eclipse so that you can run your actual automation script over here. Okay. So
Okay.
for that, what you do, we'll go to Selenium jar files. I'll click. Okay. So there is a Selenium jar file. Okay. The second one, ambient repository one. So from Maven repository, you will get some jar files. Okay. There you can do click this one, the Maven repository one, and you will get the jar files over here. Okay.
Yeah. 1 second. Selenium jar files. Selenium files. Yeah, Rashmi. So,
Selenium standalone server, where it is. 1 second. I'll Selenium HQ.org. This is the correct one. / download. Coming to dev one only. Selenium dev. Give me a minute. I'll just check. Why it is pointing to that one. What is the recent version of this one? 2.46. 2.46 is not the recent one. Okay, so you are under ambient repository, right? So this is the one that is very early. This is the latest one you can see. Date, we can see this one. This is the latest one. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to take this one, Maven one. Okay. So here, Selenium Java. You are under this screen, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take a stable version. Okay, we'll not take the recent release one. We can take 4.29 or something, which is having 51. Also, it's good. 51 is there. Okay, 4.28 version we can take. Click there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the version. Okay, so we need this MVN jar to be installed. Okay. Uh, so you can see here jar files. We can see. Where is the jar file? Here is the jar file. Okay. So jar file, click that jar file. So it will download.
Yeah. Selenium Java. Yeah, it is downloaded. Yes.
Okay. Then open this jar file.
uh, not opening. You need to extract it or
It's not opening only, or else directly we can place it. One second. We can go to project structure. Okay, libraries. View edit from Maven, and download library from Maven Java, Selenium Java. Search for it. So it will get into the jar files, all the jar files, and it will add it into your Maven dependency over here directly if you do that. Okay,
Uh,
click
Yeah,
on
so
OK.
Rashmi, like
Yeah.
when I did search for Selenium Java in download
Hmm.
library from,
Hmm. Hmm.
I see three options.
Hmm. First one. Do the first one. 3.11 one.
3.11. Okay.
Hmm.
Mm.
for me it's shown 182 results.
182.
Yeah,
You typed Selenium Java only, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Can you share your screen? We'll see like what are the things you're showing for you.
Yeah.
Should I click download to
Ha,
Rashmi, like for
download, download.
C drive path? So
Hmm.
yeah,
Selenium Java. Again, I searched it. I got initially 182. See, yeah.
311.
Got it now?
No, no. I'm sharing the screen.
Okay, let me check. Hmm. So the second last,
This one, right? 3.11.
second last, 3.11, 3.0.11.
Okay. So in real time, whenever we are
Uh-huh.
setting up these things, right? So which version we need to take like
So
this?
you
We
have
have
to see the stable version. Okay, the anything which is recently released, few to previous like three to four previous to that you can check and you can edit. Okay, so that will be a stable one because anything recently released means there may be some bugs, some errors. They are going to fix it once there are any customer reports on that. So it takes time. So we always do like this. Like if it is C, like 4.33 is the recent release, so you can take 4.28 or 4.29 version. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
this way we need to do.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Now I need to click on OK, right? So library.
Ha 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 ha. Click on OK there.
Yes. So I see all the list of classes added.
Okay, done, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me share my screen again. So we are under project. We are under SDK. So value is set. Okay, till here we have done it. Okay, so now we'll go to projects, then click on libraries again. Okay,
Okay.
and click again to plus icon to add jars, more jars. Okay, this one is added, no? So before this, we have downloaded that jar also, right? The previous one,
Yes.
Selenium Java one. So where it is, it's not showing.
Yeah,
Downloads.
it's actually asking for folder, I think so. Instead of
Mm,
file.
it's not showing.
It's not showing there. Directly you cannot download that one. Okay, fine. External libraries, we have downloaded this. We have downloaded this. Okay, fine. Where this all are coming? Okay, so this is downloaded from LCF jar files. We have added so many jar files for the Selenium Java already. So that's the one. The following files were downloaded. It is showing. We have downloaded the Selenium Java, Elliot report. All the things are downloaded correctly. Then okay, that's what. Then what we will do is we need to add the Maven. We need to create one pom.xml file. So what is pom.xml file? Is a page object model file. Okay. So what exactly we are going to do is like we are creating a framework which is Selenium and BDD framework. Okay. So behavior driven framework, that is the framework we are going to use. So here what happens in behavior driven framework is like it's the user friendly framework. Okay. Why it is called user friendly? Like let us say in your project you are having you are not only the tester who works in a project, right? Projects we are having product owners, PA, business analyst, okay, then developers, then end users is the last one who is going to use the product, right? So when it is coming from product owners, BA, developers, testers, everyone, and you are writing a code, it should be understandable to each and every person who doesn't know the code language as well. So for that purpose, BDD is created. BDD framework is there. If you're writing the creating a framework using data driven or hybrid, then what happens? They will not understand. Product owners will not understand what's going on inside the code. Okay. For that purpose, BDD framework is used. Okay. So it is used with Selenium and Cucumber. Okay. Fine. So here under what happens? The major parts of BDD frameworks is one is you have to create feature file. Second is you have to create step definitions. Okay. Third is you have to create test runner file. Okay, these are the three main parts or major parts of BDD Cucumber framework. Okay, so how this BDD framework is written? BDD framework is written in a simple, plain English language, that is the Gherkin language. So we are using this language called Gherkin language, which is used, okay, which is understandable by everyone. Like right now, how we are writing, the same way only we'll write the code. So it is easily understandable by everyone. Okay. So first thing comes under BDD framework is the feature. Okay. So what is feature? Feature is nothing but the high level description of a scenario, okay, software feature or a behavior of an application. So it is nothing but the high level description feature. Okay. Let us say I am giving one scenario. Let us say login scenario, login to the application. This is the one scenario. We need to log into the application. Okay. So in this scenario, what is my feature high level description? We have a web application where we need to log in. The customer is need to log into the application. That is the high level description, right? So it comes as a feature. So feature name will be login to this particular application. Okay. Then comes the scenario part. So what is scenario? So now in login to application, you are having multiple scenarios like positive scenarios, negative scenarios, right? You are having a valid credentials and you can log into the application. That is the positive scenario. You are having a valid username but invalid password. That is another scenario. You are having invalid username and valid password. That is another scenario. You are both having expired user credentials. Then how it will work? So this is called the different test scenarios that you are going to create a code for this different test scenarios. Okay. So that's why it is called, it comes under scenario. So feature file can contain more than one scenario, which acts as a test case. Got it? So like I mentioned about positive scenario, negative scenario, right? Four scenarios of login just now I mentioned. So these four scenarios comes under one feature. What is the feature name? Feature name is login to application. Under this feature, there are multiple scenarios will be there. Okay. So features, so under the feature, either one scenario will be there or else more than one will be there inside the, more than one will be there inside the feature. Got it? This point?
Yeah.
Okay. Then comes after scenario, we have annotations. Got it? Oh, we have annotations. What is annotations? Annotations is nothing but the keywords, okay, which will hold a specific meaning and would help to define the meaning of a scenario. Let us say there are three. What is the? Let us say the first scenario we will take. Now, what is the first scenario? We have a valid credentials, username and password. We need to click on the continue button or sorry, login button, and it will log into the web application. That is our first scenario. Okay. So for that, what we need to do this scenario, we have to write few lines of code. Right. So what will be the code? First will be user. Okay. First will be like what? User loads the browser. That will be the first line. Second line will be user navigates to the application. Okay. Third line will be user entered valid credentials. Okay. Fourth line will be user click on login button. Fifth line will be user successfully login to the application. This is one scenario, right? Now I have written 5 line of code, which is easily understandable by me, by you, by any other person. Either it is a product owner, he will come and he will see your code. Okay, these are the steps that you are doing in your code. Okay, then end user will easily log into the application. It's understandable, right? So this way, the BDD framework feature files are created. Okay, so for that, actually, we need some annotations. What are the annotations used? The major annotations are used. That is given, when, then, and. These are the four annotations which is used under the scenario. Okay. Given is nothing but defines the prerequisite. Okay. Prerequisites will be defined under this of the application will be under this. Got it? Then when will be the, so let us say when will be the, like what is the action you are doing. Okay, given is like first one, user loads the browser and navigate to the application. It is the prerequisite. Any user wants to log into application, the prerequisite will be the browser loads, browser login, sorry, opening the browser, then navigate to the application. That is the prerequisite. Then user entered valid credential. That will come under the when part, because this is the action part, right? User needs to enter the username, user needs to enter the password. So both is the actions. So that comes under when. Okay. So it is the trigger point of a scenario execution. Okay. So it will be the actions. I can say it is the actions or the trigger point for scenario execution. This one. Next comes the then part. Then is what? After doing the actions, what is the result you are getting? Means the verification part. So you enter the valid credentials, then the user clicks on login button also, that is also an action. Then what you are doing, you are verifying that either it is successfully logged into the application or not. That comes under the verification part. So mostly it is the outcome. Then is the outcome or the verification, I can say. So this is what verification part or expected result, what you are getting, that will define on that one. Fine. And end is the bridge. Like the way we have two actions, right? One action is to enter the valid credential. Second action is to click on the login button. So here, what happens, right? So end is the, what is end? End is the logical bridge between, logical bridge between two statement. Okay. So we have two statement here, right? One is the enter valid credential, another one is login button. So here how it will be like, I'm just writing a scenario of this 5 line of code. Okay. So it will be scenario. Okay. Scenario, sorry. So then given user navigates to the application. Okay. Then when, why it's coming? When user entered valid credentials and user clicks on login button, then user able to login successfully. So this way you will write in the code. Okay. So your feature will be there. Your feature will be there up above the scenario. Feature name is the login to application. This is the feature name. Okay. Then your scenario will be there. Scenario is to log into the application. Positive scenario I'm taking. So positive login scenario. Okay. Then your given when then is the annotations. That will be, these all will become inside the feature file. Okay. So under the feature file, you will create this and this will be there inside that. Got it? So, okay. So this way you are going to write the scenarios. Fine. So this is about how you are writing the framework. Okay. So any doubt, any questions you guys having?
So prerequisite can also, I mean, here given can have multiple steps, even when can have multiple steps.
No, given can be only one.
One step,
Excuse
right?
me. Excuse me. Yes, given is one. When can be multiple and can be multiple. Okay.
Okay.
Then is also one. Okay, fine. So next. Okay, yesterday we have what we have seen in Java. We have seen the one program we have seen, right? This program we have seen. We'll see more programs in Java, then we'll come again to Selenium. If I say anything in Selenium right now, the coding part, then it will be a little bit difficult. So we'll cover the Java part now again. Okay. So under Java, what we will do is I'll create one more program here. Then I will explain the things. What are the things are there under the Java? Okay, that I will explain. So how to create a class in your project? What you need to do is here, this is your folder, right? SRC folder. Right click there, click on new, click on Java class. So this will create a new class. Okay. So when I click Java class, it gives me this pop-up new Java class. So what I want to create a class. I want to create a class of variables. Okay. So this is my class name. Variables is my class name. Then I click on enter. So it creates a new class that is called variables class. So public class variables is created now. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Then inside the class, it always have a main method. I already told you that a class should have a main method. So see here, when I type anything, IntelliJ is having an advantage that it will prompt you that what keywords you are taking or anything. So directly you can see when I type P, it is showing me all the access specifiers. These are the three access specifiers that yesterday I mentioned about public, private, and protected, right? So here I want the public, so I can click on public, then static. So it's taking me static, void, main, string type, okay, str, ing string types, sorry, string type, arguments, okay, args. So this is the main method. So why you create main method inside the class? So from the main method only, your JVM will take the program and it will run the code, okay. Inside the main method, you will write the logic. So that's why main method is required. Okay. So main method is always a public type. If you are making private and protected, your code will not run. So there's always a public type and the main method cannot be changed. So that's why it is a static type. Okay. Static and void. And main is the inbuilt method. Okay. Main is the inbuilt method which takes string types arguments. Okay, what we are doing, we are writing a codes, whatever logical codes we are writing inside it. It is a combination of multiple strings. Okay, so arguments, different types of arguments, string manipulations, everything comes under it. So that's why you take the string type arguments inside the main method. Okay, so here today what we will learn is we will learn about some identifiers and keywords in Java. So if you want to make anything in comment here, you just need to do slash. Okay, double slash. Then identifiers. I want to teach today about identifiers and keywords. Okay, that's under Java. We'll learn today. So what is the identifiers and keywords? Basically, Java is having a set of rules. Okay, that is required to write any Java programs. So these rules are comes under this identifiers. So identifiers means names you give to variables, methods, classes that comes under identifiers. Like variables, methods, classes must start always we start with the letter only. You cannot write it with numerics. Okay, so it should be a letter and then or else you can start with the underscore or else you can start with dollar sign. Okay, so any method variables names can be like this abc or else sorry abc or else it can be dollar variable like this you can write. Okay, so you cannot write a variable like 2, 3, anything like starting from number you cannot write. So that are the rules you have to follow when you are writing the creating of variables. Okay. Then it is Java is case sensitive. Okay. So if you are writing one variable, you are creating a variable like dog and then you are creating another variable like dog, okay, then it will not work. It is very Java sensitive, so both are having different meaning. So always remember these things. So once when the beginners what they do, these are the things they are not follows, and they will have a lots of errors in their program. So these things you need to follow, like how you're creating variables, how you're creating keywords and all things. Okay. Next. Hmm. There are some keywords in Java which are reserved, and you cannot use keywords as a variable. Okay. So what are the keywords are there in Java? So keywords are int defines to all the integer type values. Then we have keyword double. Double defines to double values. Then we have class, as we have already know that whenever you are writing, creating a class, we have a keyword called class, public class, then class name. So class is a keyword that you cannot use class as an identifier or variable. Then we have if, else, for, while, public, static, void. These all are keywords. Okay, you cannot use these are as a variable or method names. These all are keywords which are reserved in Java library. Okay, got it? Then
Okay.
comes the variables and data types. What do you mean by variables? Variables means which hold values of any data. Okay, variables nothing but which holds values. Okay, data values. It can be declared with a type, that is the data type it will declare, and which means like let us say integer. For integer, what is integer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These all are called integers, right? So which is the whole number? That is integers. So integers are comes under the keyword int. So all integers can be defined by using int keyword. So like let us say I'm writing here int x is equal to 5. Okay. What I did in this line? So what I did, x is a variable I created. What I created, xt, here it is saying variable x is never used because till now we have not used it in our program. So that's what it is saying. But what it is again saying, x is a variable. So you can write int x equal to 5 means now x is a variable which holds data value 5. Okay. Similarly, I can write int var equal to 10. I can write like this also. Var is again a variable name. Anything you can give variable name, anything. Okay. So this is also a variable name. So next double is again a type. So double y equal to 2.5. All decimal numbers comes under double. Okay. So here double is also now y is what? Y is a variable which holds the data value 2.5. And which type of variable is this? It is a double. Okay. So type when I am saying type in the sense which data type it is. Okay. So always remember variables are declared. First it is declared, then you can use it. So declaration part we are doing right now. In declaration part, you have to write first the data type, then the variable name equal to data value. This is the syntax. What is the syntax? Syntax is first you have to write data type, space, variable name. Okay. So you have to write the variable name equal to data value. Then semicolon. Okay, semicolon is required. If you remove semicolon, again syntax error will come. See, it's an error it is showing. I got one error. What is the error it is saying? The error it is saying is there is semicolon is missed. And when you see this icon, IntelliJ automatically gives you suggestion like what is missing over there. So directly you can click there and it will give me the semicolon over there. Then the error gone. So this way you can define data types. Next, we have another data types. I just now mentioned you about integer data type, double data type. Then you have another data type called character data type. For character data type, we use the keyword char. Okay. It holds single character. Okay. What it does, it holds single characters. So character cannot have a value, right? So we just need to define the character. And when you define or declare the character, it should be inside a single quote. Okay, like this. It should be like this. Character type A. So this is this way. Sorry. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, so character type A, small a, is the variable name which is having a value, which is having a value character type. Okay, this way you can define character type, which always remember character type will have, you need to add inside the single quote. When you are defining words, okay, multiple characters and makes of words, that comes under string type. So you have to write string type. Let us say the variable name is str is equal to, in double quote, you will write Naveen. So Naveen is a name, which is a string again. Then you can define like this: string type str is equal to Naveen. So string type str is the having the hold the value Naveen over here. Okay, so string will be defined in double type, character will be defined in single type. Okay, got it? Now I will write a simple program over here. Uh, print, print, let us say any name, print student data. That is what I want to print student data in my console. So what are the student data I'm having? I'll just remove these all things. I don't want these all. Okay, I want to print some student data. For that, let us say student name. First, I need the student name. Student name is, let us say, I can say Naveen only. So student name is Naveen, means Naveen is a string type, right? So I can define it as a string type. Name equal to Naveen. Then, okay, and then the age of this student. Age of this student is a number. It is an integer type. So I can define it as integer type. Age equal to, let us say, 30. Okay, then I'll have a, let us say, I will define the class, which grade or which class this person is. Okay, so I'll have a, let us say, I'll have a character type grade equal to section A. This student is in section A. Okay, sorry. See, just now what I did, I created a character type, but I given a double quote. So what it is saying, required type is character, but provided string. Change variable grade type to string type. If you are defining as a string type value, then change it to string, or else change it the quote. So it should be under single quote, should not be under double quote. Got it? So this is defined. Then, okay, I have defined three things for this. Okay, then I want to print this one, print the student data. That's it, I want to print. So what for printing, what we need to write? A print statement. What is the print statement? System dot out dot println, and I want to print, okay, all these variable values. Okay, student details. This is there inside my double quote. Whatever things, whatever you are writing inside the double quote will print in a console. Okay, so I want student data, then I'm giving colon, and what are the student data? I want to print name, age, grade. So name is Naveen. Naveen is having which variable name? Name. So how I will add this? So I need to append. How to append? Plus. Plus is the key, identifier. You have to use plus. Then you have to give name. Okay, got it? Oh, sorry. First you have to normally give name, then plus, it's not taking, plus, I'm giving a space, then I want age, okay, then again plus, I'm giving some more space inside that, okay, then plus, I want grade also. Directly you give the grade, then semicolon, okay. 1 second. Okay, so now you got it. Okay, this is the syntax it becomes. So what it will do, first thing is whatever you are writing inside the double quote, it will print first. Then we are using plus. Okay. Okay, got it. Plus. So what it does, it will candidates for method call system.out.println will print all the datas. Okay, name, age, grade. To combine two variables, then you have to use this plus icon. Okay, so plus name. Name is the variable you are calling. Again, you need to print age, so you are giving plus. I want some space. If I'm removing this, no, this double quote, then see how it will print. Then I will add it. You can do like this as well. Okay. Then run this program, save this program and run this program. See here how it is coming. Its student details is what inside the double quote, right? It is coming like this. And then Naveen 30A. There is no space in between these three variables, right? So for that purpose, I was giving that space. So to give the space in between output, what you need is name is given. Then I need a space. Space is you need to use double quote. Okay. Inside the double quote, one space. Then again plus. Then again here plus. Plus. Okay. Now save it and run it again. Okay. Run it again. Sorry. Where it went. Now you see the space. Student details given. Name, age, and grade. Any query on this simple program? You're getting it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so plus before calling the variable, we need to add a prefix plus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So to append variables, we are using plus. Okay.
If I want to just print a name,
So you want to print just name. So you need to write system dot out dot println. Okay. And inside that, call that variable name. That's
okay,
it. Now if you run this again, it will give me the name only.
okay. So to put like student details, student name, I can add.
So anything, the statement you will add inside the double quote. Student
Okay.
name is, okay, that should be inside the double quote. Then
Okay.
save it again and run it. Sorry. Okay, plus is not there. Okay, student name is Naveen. It came. So you can try this one. Okay. Uh, then we will see the input using scanner class. Okay. Till now we have seen the println statement. Println means what you are seeing in the console, the output you are seeing. Similar way, right now what we have done is we have given the input. Sorry. Hmm. We have given some inputs directly, that is by creating variables, and then we are just printing that one. But through user, from the end user also, you can ask through the code, you can ask them to create the give the inputs. Means what you are seeing in the console, right here under the console, you are seeing it. Here on the console, you are seeing it. When you give the input statement, the cursor which is pointing over here, it will say that add student name. Then you have to add the student name. Then it will give you the output. Okay. So for that, we use scanner class. What is used for that? Scanner class. Scanner class is used for getting user input from the end user. Okay. That is either via console. So getting output scanner class. Scanner class is used to take input from the user via the console. Okay, for that we use. For this, what Java is having, Java is takes the scanner class from java.util package. Okay, this is the package name from where Java is taking the scanner class. What are the common methods are used for this scanner class are, one is next in. This is the method name, inbuilt method. What does this inbuilt method next int does? It will take input as an integer. Another method is next double. Okay, next double. What it will do? It will take input as an doubles. Next is next line. Okay, next line. Next line, what it will do? It will take input as a string. For string input, you have to use next line. You have to remember these methods: next int, next double, and next line. Okay, these all are used. So I'll write a simple program over here for this, how this is taken from it. Okay, so for taking input from the user, you have to use what I told, the scanner class. So scanner class is a inbuilt class. See, when I type SCAN, see here it is showing scanner, right? So scanner is coming from this package, java.util package. So whatever you're seeing in gray, that is are all packages. Package is nothing but which contains all the classes. Okay, it stores all the different, I can say it's a common place where all the classes are stored, inbuilt classes are stored. Fine. So we'll take this scanner class. Then you have to, okay, see, when I type scanner, it says import the class from this package. So you just need to do Alt Enter. When you do Alt Enter, it will import the package. Okay. So I just created a class. Then I am creating an object for this one. Okay. For you right now, it is little bit higher concept. You guys, how to create the object, how to, what is package and all. This will come in the feature classes. I'll just now, I'm showing you how you are going to, as a user, you are going to input through the console. Okay. In our feature classes, I will explain all about this. What is object? Why object is created? What is package? How object is related to this, to call the methods and all these things. Okay. No need to worry about these things. I just see that how you are doing it. So first is scanner class is created. Then I am creating an object of the class is equal to new scanner. It is again the method name. Then system.in. Okay, what does system.in does? System.in will help with which helps the user to input, to give a input. So when we do system.out, it is showing the output part. System.in is for the input. Okay, so inside that I am writing a print statement, system.out.print. What I want to print, I want to print a simple sentence called enter your name. Enter your name. Okay, this is a sentence it will print in a console. Then when it will print this enter your name, then it will ask the user to enter the name, to give the input. As a user, I want to give the input. What I need to do? I need to add my name. Name is which type? Which data type is name?
And string.
Yes, string data type. So for that, I need to use string type. Name. Okay, name is already created. Okay, here, see, one more thing I want to discuss. So name equal to. So here it is throwing me one error. What error it is saying? Variable name is already defined in the scope. So where it is defined? It is already defined in line number 16. We have created one variable, right, in a program. So remember this point, that if any variable is defined already in the program, or then you cannot create the same variable again. Okay, either you have to change the variable name over here, right? You cannot create the same name. So that's why it is telling me that it is already defined in the scope. Okay, so I'm just giving like this full name. So many things. Okay, this is the variable name I'm giving. Full name, okay, is equal to, but here I'm not directly defining the name. I'm not declaring the name directly. I want it from the user, from the console. So how I will get it from the console? I have created one object called scanner. So I will use that object scanner dot. So what I told you, that the method which is used to take an input from user for string is next line, right? So I will use that method over here, next line. See, here it is showing me that method name next line. So I'll use this method next line. Okay. If you hover over it, you can see what is exactly next line does. Next line. Advanced says the scanner passed the current line and returns the input of what that was skipped. This method returns the rest of the current lines. Okay. So it will add the next line. It will go to the next line first. Okay, enter the name. The name will be entered. Then it will go to the next line. Okay, next. I want to print the age of this person. Okay, again, I want to print the age. So what I will do, system.out.print, enter your age. Okay, enter your age. Then age is the number. So I will take a data type, integer type. Integer type age. Already age is there. So I will take like the okay, here I will define it as age1 so that I can take it as age1, age1. Integer type age is equal to, so it will take again from the console. So scanner type, again it will be scanner type dot. Okay, scanner type dot. What it will be now? Tell me which method I will use here for integer type.
Next int.
Next int. Very good. So I will use next int over here. Next int. Okay. So that's what. Next, once you have done with the scanner, no, for the input part, you have to close that also, the scanner class. For that, I need to use scanner dot close method. Okay. So scanner dot close. Now save this. For saving, Control S. Okay, Control S, once you click do from keyboard, it will save your code. Next, run this one. Okay, run this code. In your terminal, you have to run this. See what it is saying. Student name, this data is coming from the previous program. Then it is saying enter your name. You have to enter. Your cursor is pointing there. You are enter the name. I'm entering the name Rashmi. Then click on enter. Then again it is pointing me the second output. Enter your age. I'm putting my age 30. Okay. Then enter. Done. The program is completed. Got it? This way, from user, you can take the input as well. For taking input from the user, you have to use scanner class. So here again, if I want to give some more output things inside that in my program, okay, system.out.print, okay, enter, enter your enter today's date. Okay, enter today's day. So then day will be of string type day equal to scanner dot next line. Okay, next line. Okay, now run it again. Enter your name. It's asking name Rashmi. Enter your age. I'm entering 40. Enter your day. Today is Sunday. Sorry, what happened? Sunday is not taking today day. I closed it,
I
no?
think
So
date
that's why, sorry.
variable name.
Ha. String type, day, string type. Okay, sorry, I closed it. No, it is closing it directly. System.out.print all data entered. I just want a output. Now run it. Enter data. 40. Sorry. What happens? Scanner class. We did. Enter your name. Scanner type. Why it is not entering? Full name.
Next
Int
line
A.
it is given.
Uh, it is taking me to next line. Let me check. Sunday is 40. Okay, now it is coming. Okay, what's happening over here is like when we're printing any input as taking as an string type, then when we are using next line method. Okay, so what it is doing is it will print the string. It is taking the screen as an input, but we are using next line. It means it's directly jumping to the next line. It is not taking the whatever code it is there for the next line. Okay, so what you need to do is whenever you are printing the string type, you print it first, then go to the integer type or double type. Okay, so then it will take it, or else it will directly throw me the next line. It will directly go because we are using next line method. Okay, so this way you can use input scanner class, use for the input one, and directly if you want from the output, from the or you want to print only, then you have to use declare the data types variables and print it. Simple. This way also you can do it. Got it? So this is what about identifiers, keywords, variables, and input throw using scanner class that we have discussed today. Okay. So next is the operators. What are the operators are there in the Java program? Okay. So I'll create another class over here. Create new Java class. I'll make it here operators. These all are very basics in Java, okay? But these all things are required. When you are writing the actual program, you should know that what are the operators are used, how to use this one, how to create variables, and what are the data types are used. So these things is required. So that's why I'm telling we're starting from the beginning, very basic things of Java. Okay. So in operators, I'll write the main method, public static void main string type arguments. Okay, operators. So operators are, we are having arithmetic operators. What are the arithmetic operators are there? Plus, minus, multiplication, okay, division, then modulus. These things are comes under operators. Okay, arithmetic operators. Then comes the relational operators. Relation operators are double equal to, then not equal to is this sign, then less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to. These are the relational operators are used. Then we have the boolean results. Boolean results are comes under true and false. That is the boolean values, either true or false. Okay, these all are comes under booleans. Okay, I'll give a simple example of operators. Fine. So we'll write a code, few lines of code. Integer type a equal to 10. What I did, I define create a variable a, and I declare it as the variable is 10. Then integer type b equal to 3. This is another variable. Okay, I'll take system dot out dot println println. I want the addition of these two. How I will do that addition of these two? A plus B is equal to, I want that inside my output. So because I'm appending it, so I will use plus icon again. So inside parenthesis, I will use A, that is the variable name, plus B. Okay. A plus B, then close this one, save it. Okay. Where is another one? Save it. When you run it, it will give me the addition of these two. Run it. Just a simple program. You just know the logic syntax, how to write it. A plus B is equal to 13. Okay. So this is what it does. It is adding two variables A and B. This one is to append it because we are writing the variables, because we are adding it. So it should be inside the parenthesis that way. So adding multiplication, we know all these things, but how to write the exact syntax, we should know. So if you do anything, if you're missing anything from here, then it will throw me error. Okay, so the what error it is showing says that syntax error. So there is a syntax error. This either this is required or this is required, expected. So the syntax should be correct. When you are writing a program, the syntax should be correct. So system dot out dot println uh, subtraction result for A and B. So this I want. Okay, plus A minus B. Okay. So let's see what result it is giving me. When I run it. So subset result for A and B is 7. 10 minus 3 is 7. Okay, you got the result. Space is not there. So this way you are using arithmetic operation. Okay. So relational operators. If you want to use the same under relational operators, you can use system dot out dot println. Okay. Then you need to check that either A is equal to B or not. Okay. So we need to check this one, A is equal to B or not. Okay. Plus A equal to B. It will check either these two are equal to or not. Okay. Save it. What should be the output of this one? For the third one?
0.
No,
False.
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 Because Java takes as a Boolean statement, either true or false. If it is true, then it will give you true. If it is false, then false. Okay. It will not take 0 and 1. Okay. So this way you can use relational operators as well.
Similarly, we can use greater than or equal to, right?
Yeah. Similarly, only you can use it. System dot out dot println. Which one is greater? I want to check. Plus within a parenthesis again, A is greater than B. I want to check A is greater than B or not. Save it, run it. True. Which one is greater? True. Okay, we got it. So this way you can check the relational operator and arithmetical operators. Okay. So what is my request is like do practice these things. Okay, when you're seeing this thing, you feel like okay, the logical things you got it like oh this way you are doing it. But when you do it by yourself, no, then you will get the experience while writing the code. Syntax error, silly syntax errors also happens because you are new into coding, so it will take time to get hands-on experience. So try these programs, and I will give some simple programs also in chat. I will give you in WhatsApp group. I'll give few programs that you need to try it by yourself. Okay, so that will help you to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, fine. Okay. So this is all about Java. Like more we are not going today. Next class I'll teach more under Java. Okay. I want to explain one more topic today. That is the basics of Selenium web architecture. That is most required when in an interview perspective. If you go, then they'll ask you, can you tell me the Selenium web architecture? So if you type in Google also, you will see the architecture. Okay. Selenium web architecture. If you go images, so this is the web architecture. I'll take any one of this and I will explain what is this. Okay. Okay. See this one, Selenium web architecture. Okay. What is the architecture here and how? See, do you know that we know about that what is the role of Selenium? Selenium is an API, application program interface, which is there with any programming language. When you bind this thing, then what it will do, it will help to interact with the web application. That we know that, right? So how it is in backend, how it happened. So that we should understand, right? So how it happens. So this is the Selenium web architecture. So in the Selenium web architecture, what is the first part is the Selenium language bindings. What is Selenium language bindings? Selenium is an open source API where you can bind any language. So it supports multiple languages. Java, Ruby, C Sharp, Python, JavaScript, any this type of languages it supports. Okay. So okay, this is not the latest one. We don't have the latest one. If I go, I'll find it out. Because JSON wire protocol, we don't take it now. Images. I'll see the exact which images we are taking. Selenium 4 architecture, no. We will directly go to Selenium 4 web architecture. W3C protocol we take. JSON wire is the for the oldest version. Okay. So this is the exact one. So Selenium script, what we are doing, we are taking the IDE like IntelliJ we are taking and we are writing the code. And once you write the code, that is in any language. Right now we are using Java, right? We are using Java and we are building a Selenium script for that. Then when you run that Selenium script, what it will do in backend, it will use W3C protocol. Okay, it will use this W3C protocol to interact with the browser drivers. Fine. So what is this W3C protocol? W3C protocol is the web driver. It's a web driver protocol. Okay, it is a remote control interface that enables the control to the agents to interact with the browser drivers. Okay, so that is what W3C protocol, and it is now using in the latest Selenium version. Before that, it was taking the JSON wire protocol. Okay, now it is using W3C protocol. So what W3C protocol will do, it will interact with browser driver. Okay, so Selenium cannot interact directly with browsers. So here you can see different browsers, right? Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Edge, Safari, whatever browser you are seeing here, you cannot directly interact with the browser. Means the Selenium cannot interact. For interacting with the browser, you need to install browser drivers first. Okay. Each developers of the browsers like Chrome browsers, Chrome developer, when they upgrade the version, right? Let us say how you are seeing the upgrade version. When you go to help about Google Chrome, you can see over here, right? Chrome is updated. The version is 137. Right. So this way, what they are doing, the developers are building some new version and they are updating the version of the browser, right? When they update the version, that time they will release one driver for the particular version. To interact with the browser, they will release the particular driver as well. So what you need to do is you need to download the driver, install the driver in a Selenium code, then you can interact with the particular browser. So each browser is having their respective driver. Like Chrome browser is having Chrome driver, Firefox is having Gecko driver. This one is represented. Nowadays, no one is using Internet Explorer. So Edge is having Edge driver. For Safari, it is having Safari driver. Okay. So this driver, Selenium can interact with the browser. It will not directly interact. So, okay, so as a means this is the fundamental concept of Selenium. Sometimes in the interview, they will ask, can you explain Selenium web architecture? Then you have to explain this thing, how Selenium interacts with the browser. You need to draw this image, or you can explain this thing. Then they will tell you. Like, see here. As you can see, Selenium client libraries using any programming language, it will go to W3C protocol. It will interact with the browser driver. Browser driver through HTTP connection, it will interact with the real browser. Then from through again the real browser, whatever response you are getting through HTTP, it will show you in your code. Again through browser driver only. So this way only the architecture works. Okay. So that's what I wanted to explain about the web architecture part. If you see this one, this is the grid architecture. In grid, I told you again, like the when we are doing the parallel testing, like multiple browsers, multiple systems, when you do, then this grid architecture work, where there will be a one client, okay, and there will be a one client through client. Then what happens? You will create a nodes. What it is called nodes. Nodes means each node will have a distributed to different browsers. Okay, so this is distributed to Firefox and Chrome. This is distributed to Chrome, Firefox, Edge, and Safari. So the same test script will run in both the nodes in a multiple browsers, and it will simultaneously give you the output. Okay, I'm not going to explain this architecture. High level only I just explained you, because this is what is not required for now. Okay, so this is the concept of Selenium grid. Got it? So this is what about Selenium web architecture part. That's fine. So in next class, what we will do is, we have already installed the Java jar files. Now, sorry, Selenium jar files. We will install drivers. We'll download the drivers because we are going to interact with the browser. Then we'll start writing the code to how to interact with the browser. Okay, in our next class.
Yeah, sure.
Any